Hello there gang, Devere here, and I recently did a fix for the Battlefield 1 multiplayer connection issues. I realised I hadn't got any content for the actual game, so I thought I'd correct that issue now. So what do we get with Battlefield 1? Well, let's have a look at the options. For starters, you have to go to More. It's the usual terribly laid out UI, but when you do finally get to the options, well, you certainly get a lot of them. That's one thing you can say for Electronic Arts DICE. Your controls pads if you should want them. You've got your the amount of pressures and sensitivities you can adjust for stick, mouse, your soldier. Quite a few for sure. And I like to have a low sensitivity, as you'll know if you've seen any of my other videos, especially for multiplayer. Lots of, if you want sprints to be toggled, held, shooting toggled, held, that's just for those. Then of course down here at the bottom is your key bindings. Of course everything is rebindable as it should be, as well as for different, whether you just your common controls, just whether you're a soldier in a vehicle, as a pilot, it can all be completely different. Plenty of decent options there. Gameplay wise, these are all how you decide your size of your hood, your colour of your hoods, displays, hit colours, size indicators, absolutely tons of them. Again, there's a basic and advanced to give you some even more options. Auto leaning, parachute deploy, which is always no, of course, hint systems, etc, etc. Then finally we've got our video, which is not actually that deep all said and done at the end of it. Resolution scale to get a bit more performance. I don't have the latest state-of-the-art system, so I put it down a fraction. And I have most things set to medium or low because, again, for multiplayer you want to get your best FPS as you can. And then finally your audio settings. So yes, option wise you're very well set. As I say, there's a lot to play around with, so you can really dial in just how things respond and go. So what you get game wise? Well, of course, first of all you get your, obviously first thing with this game is your multiplayer. Of course it is, the Battlefield series was originally known for its massive multiplayer. That's what made it the big popular game series as it is. Operations are their new game mode, which you fight over sectors. Once you take a sector you move on to the next sector. Then you've got your quick match, and here you can of course just choose with you what game type you want to play and what map selection you want to use. And there's of course this classic old server browser and your different filters you can set up, and custom games, which seems to be similar to the server browser. Soldier, this is where you set up your soldier for multiplayer by hitting the customize soldier. We'll worry about that a bit later on. And of course now for the single player you get your campaign. So in the campaign, when you very first launch the game, you have to play this Storm of Steel thing. You have to go through it completely before you can get to any of the game. Terrible idea. It's not very good. And then the rest of it's split up into these 6 missions that you get here. One there where you get to play as a Bedouin female warrior, because you know Bedouin massive on their female rights issues, as we can believe. Campaign wise, if I was to pick one of these mini stories, I'd say Through Mud and Blood is perhaps the best one, where you get to be in a tank for some of it, but you can get out of the tank and fight on foot for parts of it. That's probably the most interesting. Friends in High Places, there's some bits in it when you're a plane, and a very incredibly stupid idea here is that the plane controls completely different from how it controls in multiplayer. You can't set it up a single player plane set it for it to fly how it flies in multiplayer. Well done, GG DICE, what a clever idea. So if anyone wanted to use this just to get a feel for it before crashing themselves off in a multiplayer server, you can't, because it handles completely different. And there's the runner, that's in the Gallipoli campaign. Avanti Savoia, that's Italy. And so yeah, then there's that one there. So they all suffer the same problems of most DICE single player games. Utterly forgettable, utterly predictable, loads of cutscenes you have to sit through and be bored by, completely unrelatable characters. Honestly, DICE, why you bother trying to do single player? Stick with multiplayer, it's clearly your strength. Battlefield 3 was beyond bad. Battlefield 4 wasn't much better for the single player. Bad Company was the same. Yeah, they're not a good single player campaign wise. Leave that to Activision and Infinity Ward. They know what they're doing with their Call of Duty games. You don't. I know, fashion to bash Call of Duty, but you've got to give credit where credit's due. Their single player stories are actually quite enjoyable. Not the same for the DICE ones. Let's have a little dive in and a quick look. We'll start with this one here. So when you click on it, you get a little bit of background.
Every corner of the world was touched.
Choose whatever. But I'll just, which one's the beginning one? That one. I'll just start again from the beginning. In Babylon.
Are you all right? We're ready for you to cut the cake. Wow, these are incredible.
Yes, it was an incredible time.
You looked very handsome in that uniform.
That's not me, that's Matteo.
Oh, of course. I'm sorry, Dad. Take as long as you need.
No, it's okay, Tesoro. It's time I told you what happened to him. It was during our last battle together, just a few days after our 21st birthday. My brother's battalion had been ordered to capture a fort deep into enemy territory. I wasn't going with him. I was part of a special unit with a different mission. Our task was to support Matteo's battalion. We were a proud unit. We changed the war for Italy. The Arditi.
Alla vittoria! O tutti accompati!
So of course graphics, well, yep, no two ways about it. It is absolutely stunning looking.
Matteo was pushing forward. I had to fight up the mountain and take out anything targeting his unit.
Just hearing this story makes me worried for you.
Don't worry, I was in a full suit of armor. Besides, the Arditi were proud volunteers. We would have done anything for Italy.
So there we are. The very first very first sentence. It takes away all tension and sense of danger. Yes, I'm a bulletproof stormtrooper.
Enemy troops had fortified it. I had to fight them first.
So yeah, as I say, it's DICE. You can't expect in-depth, thoughtful writing. It's taken away all the tension. Yes, I'm some indestructible stormtrooper of death. I'm going to wait. And you are in this bit, really. It's just gunning down loads of these cannon fodder. But yes, graphically, that's what we were talking about. Well, I mean, I'm playing it on easy, so it makes it a little bit easier, but even on hard, it's not that much different. Oh, there's the fire flame dudes. Oh, there's one of theirs. Oh, so it's here. But yes, graphically, of course, there's another one. So what you'd expect, it's Frostbite, so latest version of Frostbite, so it looks beautiful. Even with the low settings I've got it on for multiplayer, it still looks fantastic. Yeah, it's just... I mean, I suppose at least it is shooting in this mission, I suppose is a good thing. Because that's the other big argument with a lot of the single player campaigns issues, is the amount of stealth missions. You are on endless amounts of stealth missions in this game. And we all know that World War I, how it was known for its massive loads of stealth issues. What DICE? Seriously? I mean, honestly, the amount of stealth, even the tank which has you stealthing around behind enemy lines and stealthing through the fog. I say that World War I's not really that well known for that side of it. It's more like, you know, it's more about massive waves of men charging over trenches and it's no much known for its ninja stealth warriors and special ops divisions stealthing behind enemy lines. But I mean, the performance is very smooth, at least in the single player. We'll talk more about that later. What have we got as a secondary weapon? Oh yeah. Oh, sorry chappie. So I suppose this is trying to teach you about capping flags for operations and conquest in the multiplayer. And there is one thing I'll give them credit for, is that the bullet damage now is similar between the single player and multiplayer. That's, I mean, if I was to pick this gun, which takes quite a few bullets to kill from a distance, in multiplayer it will take quite a few bullets to kill from a distance in the single player. It'll take the same amount of bullets. That's quite impressive. So if you pick up a rifle, there's something like the Mondragon Sniper.
There was an artillery gun that was shelling us and Mateo's unit. I had to destroy it.
And he was still heading to the fort?
Right. I had to make sure he got there.
Yeah, as I say, if you pick up something called the Mondragon Sniper, which is a medic weapon in the multiplayer, it's not an actual sniper rifle. It takes 3 shots, body shots to kill someone, and it'll take 3 body shots to kill an enemy in this. There's a bit. I thought there were some pickups in here, some dynamite and things. Oh, we've already got that. We've already got it. So I thought that was quite a nice touch. I'll give them credit there. It does at least add a little bit of a little bit more training that you won't get normally. So yeah, the level of detail on the vehicles, the level of details on them, and the uniforms on them. I mean, the uniforms on there. I mean, look at that, the level of details. Who are we shooting at? I don't know. You keep doing that. Let's say level of details on the guns, the uniforms. And say this is low. As you saw in the settings, this is quite low levels. So you know, can't deny they've done a fantastic job graphically. Performance is mostly good. As I say, there's a few issues in. There are a few issues I've had in multiplayer, other than the connection lost issues. Let's say it's it's a very unfulfilling single player experience. In all honesty, though, as I say, the characters are forgettable. The settings are fairly forgettable. Can't go that way. I'm going to be over there. The graphic is good, but yeah, multiplayer is really where it's at for DICE. Their single player efforts are not particularly overly impressive. That means it's a phone chat there again, isn't it? Yeah, it would be. Yes, the elite kits. There's something that's made a not too good addition to the game. So there's no real tension or anything in the single player game. There's no real depth of storyline. There's certainly mostly forgettable characters. Oh, they're actually on fire. More of a World War I shooting gallery. I think this is the end of the... Yeah, this is the end of the level.
The only way to ensure that my men were safe was to blow up the gun itself.
Where did you get to? Oh, somebody behind me. Where he came from. Okay, another flame or something. Which way is this? we go. And that's that. That's just about completed. This little playthrough, and we'll stop there. That should be close enough. As that should do it.
That explosion was one of the sweetest sights of the war for me. But there was no rest. I could see an anti-aircraft gun over the next ridge that was taking out our planes. And that was my next target.
So I think we'll conclude our look at this single player at this point and quit back to the menu. So yeah, I mean, it's not that it's terrible. It's just it's mostly forgettable. Like I say, lots of single player missions that are stealth based. Large chunks of the game. I mean, you don't have to stealth them. In fairness, you can just pick up a gun and go blasting through. It won't fail you the game or anything. But it's not really what World War I was known for. And so, of course, you've got to play your stealthy, deadly, kick-ass woman, of course, who beats everyone to a pulp. Yeah, it's got all the it ticks all the 21st century boxes. Let's just put it that way. It won't surprise anyone. Let's say the characters themselves are mostly forgettable. The stories themselves aren't really that good. And I say the choice to give the plane different controls in single player and multiplayer. What the hell, DICE? What were you thinking? So if you're thinking to use that before you go into multiplayer, don't waste your time. Just dive straight on in. So that was Battlefield 1. It's not terrible. And if you buy it now, I've forgotten the name of it. It's the expanded edition now, isn't there? So it's the base game and all the multiplayer expansions. So you get a lot for your money. There's quite a few good maps multiplayer. Well, I say good maps multiplayer. The multiplayer maps are a bit weak, in all honesty. I might do some multiplayer at a later date, but I shan't do it in this particular review because I've probably dragged on far too long anyway. This is just a good idea so you can see what you get for your money. And there is still, at this point of time publishing this, there is still the one more content. Well, there's 1.5 more to come actually. There's the second half of the Turning Tides DLC, which was just the first half was just released recently, and then there's the Apocalypse DLC to come. So you know, you do get a fair bit of content for your money. But it's just if single player is a high list of priority, this is rather forgettable in all honesty, but graphically beautiful. Say Frostbite engine absolutely looks the part. No two ways about it. Unfortunately, also with Frostbite engine, lots of long load times. If you've got an SSD, you might want to chuck it on there for sure. Sadly, I don't, and it shows when the loading times. I've been using the magic of video editing to make it look a bit easier for you guys. So yes, we'll conclude our dealings here. This was Battlefield 1. Definitely, I would go for the multiplayer side of it more than the single player side for sure. The single player, let's say, with six stories in, or technically 7 in total, none of which are particularly memorable, but look stunning. As I option wise, as we looked at the beginning, yeah, I've got to give DICE full credit there. The level of options and controls you get is what every PC game should have. That's why we're on the PC system. So anyway, gang, thanks very much for watching. I hope you found this video useful or interesting in some way. And as ever, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to let me know you're live. And I shall see you all next time. Bye now.